We're getting Ninja Turtles films left and right, guys. We got the Rise of the TMNT movie coming to Netflix. We got Seth Rogen's TMNT reboot, animated CGI for the big screen, coming in 2023. And that should be enough, right? No more TMNT movies, that's it? Think again, we're getting another one. We're getting a new live action movie. I talked about this in previous videos, but today I'm isolating it into its own video so we can really discuss what we're getting here. What is it going to be? What's it going to look like? Who is it coming from? All of that stuff. We're going to talk about it. We're going to answer it here. But quick, before we do any of that, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that beautiful subscribe button, hitting that notification bell. Turning it on lets you be notified of every single video that I post so you don't miss a single beat. Also leave the video a like if you end up enjoying it, and drop a comment. It goes a long way. So that's right, Paramount is working on yet another reboot of TMNT. I say reboot, could be a sequel, who knows? This might be a continuation of the Platinum Dunes TMNT franchise that started back in 2014. Can't believe that was that long ago at this point, but yeah, the first one did pretty well. Financially, I got a sequel, and that movie did not do too well, so we really got to see what's going on here. Would they make a third film? Do you guys want to see a third Michael Bay universe TMNT film? I actually wouldn't be against it, to be completely honest with you. I'm like in the rare batch of people that like the first one a little more than Out of the Shadows. Now, I say that now, just remembering from my first time viewing both. I haven't watched either of them in a few years now, but I think I remember liking that first movie better for whatever reason, even though the second movie was more tonally consistent. You know, like it seemed to have a better grip on what kind of a movie it wanted to be, lean more heavy into the wacky side that people latched onto in the first movie. But for whatever reason, maybe it was the movie-going experience more than the movie itself that I enjoyed the first one more, because there were a lot more people in that theater, and my goodness, I miss how theater experiences used to be. No, we're here to talk about this new movie, still produced by Michael Bay. That right there, if it wasn't produced by Michael Bay, I would go in here without a second thought, like, it's a reboot. Like, it's not even a question. It's a reboot. Like, we're not getting a third Platinum Dunes TMNT film, but the simple fact that Michael Bay is back, that is what's having me think, okay, could it be? And again, like, I don't know, comparing this to the Transformers thing, they're rebooting that, right? Like, this is a reboot starting with Bumblebee, right? Is that what's going on here? I don't know what's happening there. Maybe we're about to get the Bumblebee to those Michael Bay TMNT films. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe this is just a completely new universe and Michael Bay just happens to be attached to it as well. Who knows? Do I know why they would do that? Absolutely not. I don't know who was the reason for the films not participating too well or who they put the blame on. I don't think it was any one person. But having a big name like Michael Bay attached to these films as a producer, and you flash that in the trailers as it's supposed to be a big selling point, I can only assume that his involvement and having his name established with those films would make them a bit apprehensive to bring him back for a reboot. So that's another thing that kind of plays into the cards of me thinking this could very well be a third installment. But again, all the kids that grew up with that, they're older now. I don't think they would really care too much unless you're just a diehard Turtle fan that will see everything TMNT related, good or bad, or just curious on how it turned out. I don't think anybody that were just genuine fans of that version at the time, or even, no, scratch that. Not genuine fans, just the kids who are interested in seeing a goofy TMNT live action movie. I don't think they're going to be interested in a third one. Now, you might be thinking, but I would. Yeah, me too. Of course I want to see how that would turn out. But again, we got to think about the kids. Okay, we have to. You just can't not do it. That's like the target demographic. So if they cater towards kids, I think that, yeah, you would probably have to reboot. Hey, did you make it to this point in the video? If you did, pat yourself on the back. But you got to prove it to me. What, did you think I was just going to accept, hey, I watched the video up to this point in the comment section and think you actually did it? No, you're funny. No, actually, what you need to comment down below is the phrase Bayverse. Comment Bayverse, and it lets me know that you made it to this point of the video. You actually made it. You're a real one. Go ahead. Round of applause for you. Go ahead and do that. All of you that don't have the phrase Bayverse in your comments, I know you're fake. I'm just kidding. It's totally fine if you didn't comment the key phrase. Keep watching the video. Hope you enjoy. Love you guys. So you've got like this duo of brothers that work on SNL that are actually working to write the upcoming TMNT reboot, which I don't know, I don't really like to say, oh, they're from SNL. This is obviously going to be a comedy film, I don't want to automatically assume that because we have the Russo brothers coming from Community and they worked on a Marvel film, and you could have thought, oh, Captain America the Winter Soldier is about to be a comedy, huh? And no, it's like one of the MCU movies with the least amount of comedy. So, I don't want to just automatically assume things like like that, but who knows? Earlier, I said consider the kids because we have to do that and they're the target demographic. To be completely honest, when it comes to this movie, they might not be. Who knows? This could be an adult-oriented TMNT film that follows the line of the Mirage comics closer. Maybe it leans into a bit more of the, okay, never mind. They're not going to go hard R. They want tickets. They're not stupid. So yeah, they're going to keep the kids in mind. It's still probably going to be suitable enough for families. The most hardcore they'll probably get is something you'll see to the extent of the MCU. So nothing too crazy, but they could still do a pretty solid TMNT PG-13 rendition of the Mirage comics. Heck, I even think a better approach for a film reboot would probably be the IDW comics. Of course, don't absolutely adapt it one for one, but taking a lot of heavy inspiration from that to kind of take TMNT's brand more seriously. I'm a big supporter of all the versions of the TMNT. I love when the brand can get goofy. I love it just as much when it can get dark. I think that each iteration stands for different crowds. Rise leans into its comedy and those bright colors and amazing animation for that crowd. And then the 2003 show, it's dark. It really leans into the Mirage comics for the original fans. 87 does a similar thing for the Rise audience. It caters to a lot of people. There's something for everybody when it comes to TMNT. And I think that this movie should do for TMNT what the MCU is doing for Marvel, because you have that niche fandom that just likes Rise, that just likes TMNT 2003. This one needs to be the one that's for everyone, or at least that's what I think. I think that would be really cool, where this stands as the TMNT's MCU film. Families can come in, parents can enjoy this. There's enough depth there for active moviegoers that want to see a good story to have a good time. You have your jokes, you have your serious moments. Take your time with this and have this be the film that kind of proves to the majority of people that, hey, this TMNT thing can be something really special if put in the right hands. All of us to gather here, you guys that watch my videos, when we talk about this as a collective unit, we all just have such a big passion for this brand. We always have and we always will. But in the eyes of the general public, at least where it stands as of right now, and keep in mind, put your bias aside and you being a TMNT fan out the door for a second, general public, I don't think a lot of people care about TMNT that much. Or let me reword it. I don't think people care about TMNT to the same degree that they care about something like Marvel or DC yet in the eyes of the general public. And I think that's because they haven't really had a film series in a long time that really solidifies the brand as something that can stand the test of time. Even though it's been proving itself to do so, it just hasn't reached a wide enough audience yet. And I think this could be the one to do it. If handled properly, you could see people talking about TMNT consistently. Maybe the brand will become more mainstream. Maybe we'll get to see more people talk about it frequently and we'll get more content from it and have more people to talk about it with. And maybe you don't want that to happen. Maybe you like this small little circle, this small little community where we just gather and it's not this big brand like Marvel that people are going to love on it and hate on it left and right. Blah, blah, blah. No, you want it to stay small. And that's fine. It's totally fine. And sometimes I want that too. But at the same time, I do want more people to know about TMNT. I do want more people to see why we love this brand so much and to really just understand. I have it all the time. People that aren't really into TMNT, when I geek out about it to my friends that aren't really into the brand, they're like, oh, the Ninja Turtles, that always sounded so stupid. Yet we love Marvel for having a talking duck and a talking raccoon and tree, and you accept that like it's nothing. And that's not to bash Marvel. It's cool there. I'm just saying, how can you say that Rocket Raccoon is awesome in the MCU and then turn around and say the Ninja Turtles are stupid because they're 4 talking turtles trained by a rat to do ninjutsu? I mean, come on, it's the same amount of absurdity, but you accept it in one brand and not in the other. That's a rant for my friends. You know who you are. I'm not calling any of you viewers out. No, I'm talking to my friends that bash TMNT for no reason. Anyway, yeah, talking about the reboot. I keep saying reboot. We don't know if it's a reboot. The reboot / probably, maybe, possibly sequel to the Out of the Shadows film. What's this really going to be? Out of the Shadows, like I said, did not perform too well financially at all, especially in comparison to the first film. The first film did so well that they were like, hey, we're going to greenlight a sequel immediately. I think they greenlit it the same weekend that the film came out. And Out of the Shadows did poorly at the box office to where they were like, third film? Did somebody ask about a third film? What's that mean? I'm sorry if you're a fan of the Michael Bay films. I enjoyed them for what they are. I joke here, okay? I joke. But no, I'm not one to hate the Michael Bay films, okay? I enjoy them for what they are. I've watched that first movie a lot of times when it first came out. I kind of want to watch it tonight. I don't have the energy to hate on it. You making something that may not be the most polished thing in the world isn't the end of the world for me. Like, I have my definitive Turtles that already exist. You go ahead and do whatever you want with the brand. I'll be there and check it out. If it's awesome, cool. If not, I'll still enjoy what I do out of it. Anyway, yeah, just another chill discussion with you guys. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to do some overanalyzed video. I've been loving these chill sit down and discuss videos with you guys. Like, it's really been chill. We've been getting in those comments. We've been talking. You guys have been doing great. You know the assignment. You've been liking the video. You've been commenting. You've been sharing the videos, obviously, because I've been getting more subscribers in here, more feedback. It's been awesome. You guys are doing your thing. What do you guys think of the TMNT reboot that's coming out, the live action one? Talking specifically about this live action one. What do you think? Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Talk to me. Talk to each other as well. If you see a comment you want to reply to, feel free to do that. The more interactions we have in the comment section, the better. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share it around with anyone you think may be interested in it. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell beside it so you don't miss a single video that I post. And as always, I've been Geekly, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cowabunga, dudes.